I know this freaking song too well. Ooh, maybe I can do. Let me show you how to make a pound cake, 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 cake. How's it going? Good. 3:43 in the morning. I want to do a relatively simple game tonight. So instead of someone complicated, like, or not even complicated, Claw's not all that complicated. Instead of someone difficult or thought provoking, I'm just going to go against Rhino tonight. Whoops, I didn't mean to shuffle your identities, Rhino. Just kind of press some buttons. Yeah, I'm going to play some Rhino tonight. Screw it. Yeah, he gets to come into play. I'm going to play test against him because today I was looking through, oh man, what are some other things I could play that the community has made? And then it's like, you know what? Let me go and look at the review requests. Well, there's a Ravagers one that looks interesting. That's on Tabletop Simulator. There's a Hydra Captain America. I think I've play tested that one before. And then I see up here Mecha Man. I am very familiar with Mecha Man. Dispatch was one of my favorite games to release last year. So I was like, you know what? Let me give a playtest to Robert Robertson III, aka Mecha Man, made by Malpe or Malpe the ninth. I was going to say Malpe for the entirety of this. Sorry if that's not how your name is said. That's what it looks like to me. I've never interacted with you before. So this will be an interesting introduction between the two of us. Anyways, so yeah, I saw this in here. One of my favorite games of the last year or plus. Possibly one of my favorite narrative games ever made. I don't know if I'd put it above Tales from the Borderlands, the first Tales from the Borderlands. I probably wouldn't put it above season one of The Walking Dead. It's pretty close. Maybe I would put it above season one of The Walking Dead. Those old Telltale games are kind of janky with their controls. So I went to the table. I'm just grabbing the pre-con leadership. I will remark on quality of the cards later. For now, I just want to focus on playing the deck. I know it's a leadership deck. I've briefly looked over some of his cards. I want to go just how I handle a lot of the cast review things. I'm going into it a bit blind, intentionally. I'm going to partner Robert up with Rasputin. Let me flip her over to the right side here. Mainly because she's one of those characters I think is in a good spot. She's completed. She's in a release state. I always want to show her love because she's one of my favorite characters I made. She's still the only character I've ever had that got even nominated for the cast cycles. So yeah, keep her in the zeitgeist a little bit. This will be interesting because leadership and aggro. Hopefully we can keep Rhino's scheming down a bit. That's another reason I chose Rhino is because he doesn't have a ton of scheme. You kind of just have to worry about it surviving him. So yeah, let's finish up this setup. This gets 14 to start. Ready for a fight. Shuffle. Yep. Anything on him? Nope. He can include SDN allies from any aspect in his deck. I'm not going to remark on typos yet. Exhaust this card. Remove threat from a scheme equal to the number of allies you control. And then when I flip up, he has 0 thwarting apparently. Spend 2 resources of any type. You get +1 to a basic power until the end of the round. Or end of the round, limit once per phase. Okay. All right. So he gets a 6-card hand size. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Best girl, by the way. The debate between Blonde Blazer and Invisigal isn't even relevant because Malevola exists. Increase your ally limit by 1. And then Shuffle her up and draw 6. I mean, I got her shoulder armor. Everything else is kind of ass. Like, I'm honestly going to discard as much as I can to start getting some of her other cards into her hand here. I was hoping for the sword. Anything I want to get rid of here? Hey, good reason to use regroup. All right, he's got no more setup. He's got no setup. All right, let's play this out. Let's see how this goes. Increase your ally limit by 1. Are those 2 different font sizes? You know what? Not going to ask. Increase your ally limit by 1. When an ally would leave play, exhaust this. Tuck it. Okay. Roid. What's doing, brah? I lived in Hawaii for like 4.5 years, so hearing his accent the entire time was, oh, that was nostalgia. That was pure nostalgia. And then I celebrated living in Hawaii for almost 5 years by immediately moving to Chicago for a year and just getting the polar opposite in weather and accents and attitude. So it's Roy gets +1 to his basic powers until the end of the round. Okay. There you go. Generate a resource. The resource until you just go. All right. All right. So chosen ability based off of what she upgrades into being able to do in the game. That's a good idea. All right. Let's start this up. Who want to get out here first? Spend 2, 3 for Malevola. I do want to get Royd out, but I kind of want to get this out. Do I spend these 2 to get the superhero dispatch network? I think I do. She gets 2 counters, I think. I didn't change the counters because this is a new table. Also didn't even switch the counter type on the table that I was using for the cast testing. All right. Malevola Gibb. Funny story if you don't, well, not funny, but sweet story if you don't know about it. The voice actress for her, she got the name, or give the last name to Malevola, and it's her deceased adoptive father's, or adoptive father? Yeah, I think adoptive father, his last name. So it was a real sweet thing for that. That's why she's the only character in the game with like a last name, at least out of all the SDN employees. All right, do I flip? Yeah, let's flip. I am not going to spend 2 resources of any type. Let's just deal 2 damage to Rhino, deal 2 damage to Rhino, and end the turn. Rah Rasputin. So I'm going to use my action to get Sunder back in. Draw a card. Still not what I was hoping for. I honestly might keep her down for another turn. So what's important right now is her shoulder armor, which gives her retaliate. Healing factor, actually, might want to keep this one instead of Sunder. Yeah, I think I want to honestly keep her face down to see if I can't get another opportunity to draw any of her other big upgrades. Because honestly, this is like the weakest upgrade she's got in her deck. And I do mean upgrades and supports, because her ship is great too. So yeah, I'm going to keep her in alter ego for a turn. She got the Marauder, so that's good. That's her ship. Ready. He gets a 5-card hand size. 3, 4, 5. What do we got here? Break time. Exhausts up to 3 allies you control. Heal 1 damage from each ally exhausted this way. Flambe. Which comet counter? The Flambe attacks enemy. If you defeated that enemy, place 1 comet counter here. Maximum of 3. Otherwise, remove all comet counters from them. Prism. Bitch, you blind forever. I'm not going to try actually talking like her. That's a bit offensive. Exhaust prism and deal damage to or stun or confuse an enemy. Alright. Alright. So 2 attacks. Mecha Man. Mecha Man will block for 3. Off to a good start. Okay, did shuffle it, so no damage. Schemes against Malevola for 1. Okay, I did shuffle this. Encounter and encounter. Attached to him. This is the one that's next on the attacks, right? With overkill. Yep, fantastic. Deal 1 damage each hero. Mecha Man. Over here. Alright. So obviously we get Marauder. Draw 1. I will toe-to-toe and Psychic Assault to Scimitar. Flip. That gets me a tough status. I would be able to heal 1, but I'm already at max. I will attack Shocker, Herman, for 2. I will use Back to the Fight to pay for Back to the Fight. To ready and attack him for 2. Oh, wait, I could have grabbed her Intrude and shuffled it in and drawn a card before I flipped. And then I would actually use Wolverine to pay for Back to the Fight and keep this Back to the Fight. That should be the order. Retcon, gotta get that retcon. Alright. Over to Mecha Man. So, Flambe, why the fuck are you so expensive? I have to better just keep Best Girl alive. So she's gonna remove 1 to heal them by 1. I think you grab this to track max health. I know I haven't done anything to increase max health, but now this has become a habit. 13. I'm gonna spend Flambe to inspire here. And that one his turn. I don't have a lot that I can really do with him. I don't really like that card. Couple bucks. Second mode dead here. Forces us to watch all the cups and flux and cups. Alright, attacks Rasputin. She's got a tough status. She's fine. She'll take it. It's pulling up a bunch of blanks. So 5 damage, but it hits tough. I do retaliate for 2 before I lose tough. And I would heal, but I did not get to in this instance. Attacks Mecha Man. Does whatever a mecha can. If you spend this, get +1 to your basic powers until the end of the round. I might just take this. Yeah, I'm just going to take this. 2. Pulling up all the blanks right now. Good, get him out of the way. Now they can be royally fucked up in the end here. So the hinder 1, so it's 4. And attacks me. Ooh, he's got the stun going, so let's actually block this. 3 damage, no stun. Suck an egg. Alright, what do I got here? This is useless now. Or not necessarily useless, but it would be wasted because I'm exhausted. Golem. Malevola will exhaust, heal me by 1. He comes in with toughness. I think I might just let him keep his toughness for chump blocking so I can possibly stay ready. And end the turn. Rasputin. I will attack for 2. I will spend this to get back to the fight to ready, which happens this. I get attuned, which I can't do anything with. I will attack for 2. I don't have a lot of thwart happening right now. Let's go to Mecha's 2 and remove 2 from here. End turns. I'm going to have to start getting some threat removed here at some point. Oh, intangibility. Perfect timing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Invisibitch. All right. 1, 2. Attacks over here. Golem will jump this for him. Or not jump it, but, you know, block it. Thank you. Attacks over here. Just got an alert. Okay, it was nothing. Absolutely nothing. Attacks over here under her. She's just going to take this. She's got plenty of health. Okay, 5 damage. Fuck me. That's what I get for not having toughness. Oh, wait, 1 more. Because of this. Start an upgrade or support I control. That's what it'll mean. Toughness. You know what? I'm just taking it again. For 4. I can flip. I mean, I can flip here. I'm in pain. I'm in a lot of pain. Jesus, I really need to. I have so many cards in my hand that I need to fucking play right now. I will. I need to play this. This is amazing, but I need to start getting threat removed here. One, 2 for intangible to remove from this. And then I played a psionic. Do 2 damage. And I played one of my cards, so I draw a card. And I'm finna fucking do it again. Because I'm about to flip down. Go intangible again. And then I'm gonna flip, heal. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get intangible back in. Draw a card. Force field, not useful. Move on to Mecha Man. It's a Visibitch. Play with the top card of the encounter deck face up during the player phase. So that would be based off of her ability late game to see what your calls are going to be before you dispatch characters. Exhaust and Visigow. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. Doesn't even deal damage to her. That's not bad. What do we got here? So that seems like the way to go here. Spend the Astral Pulse to get this patch head set out. And I get +1 to my basic powers until the end of the round. Malevola will deal damage to knock this tough off, and then I'm going to attack him for 3. I'm going to use Get Ready to ready Malevola. And she's going to attack for 2 more. Defeat him. I'm going to use STN to grab her up. I will then have time to put her ass back in there. Because I would have... I can't even... No, I can't get her out yet. I can't really afford to flip down. Can I? What am I at? 1? No, because Rasputin's down. I don't want to have 2 people down when neither of them are going to be big on thwarting. So let's just ready, draw a hand, coupe. There it is. Beautiful picture. All right, 1, 2. Schemes for 2. Attacks. Golem will block it. For 3, so Golem is still alive. I'm in alter ego and I'll exhaust myself. That's gone. Attached to Rhino. All fisties, baby. I mean, she could take care of it. Do I want to? That is the question. All right. I think I'm going to flip him down. I will then reduce the cost of the next ally I play this turn by 1. Then I'll use Band Together to get Invisibitch. The top card is face up. Excuse me. I can get Malevola back in. Yeah, let's get Malevola back in. I want this up here. It's just going to be a boost card. It's fine. So he's going to be scheming for 3 on his next scheme. That's not the end of the world. She needs 2 counters. She will attack for 2. Invisibitch will thwart for 2. And that will end Robert Robertson III's turn. Rah Rasputin. Let's get this back in. I will spend the fisties. So this is gone. I wholeheartedly agree with the fact that it is stupid that this is a superpower based card when it is clearly spell casting. Can't generate this yet. I need to flip. Flip. Gets me a tough status. Means I heal by 1 for my healing factor. Use this, and intrude to get steel resistance out. which gets 3 counters. Soul Sword's going to have to wait a little longer, baby. Also, I get to draw a card, and so unless it's a double resource, it is not. I thought I flipped. Did I accidentally not, like, did I unflip myself? Or did I just not actually flip? Oh, that's going to end her turn. 3. Yeah. Let's get it on. She's ready to go. Fuck yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a hand. All right. 1, 2. Schemes against Robert Robertson for 3. This is technically a face up. So now I'm getting attacked for 4. I mean, I can take it. I've got toughness. All right. So hits me for 4. This goes away, and I get it back, which actually heals me by 2. Gotta lose one of these. And then this. And then this. This is the one for 5 damage, right? Yep. And Rhino Schemes for 1. Over here. A nice Soul Sword. Also, he attacked me. I should have retaliated for 2. Marauder will draw me a card. I could Cybo attack him. That'd be pretty funny. Can also Intangible. Let's go Intangible, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will then Power of the Mind to Cybo attack for 4, which will hit his stuff thing. And then Scimitar will proc, exhaust, get rid of this. I will attack for 4 and end turn. So she is currently getting +2 attack for the Soul Sword because she has a status card. Over here, Robert Robertson. I will exhaust to remove 3 threat. I could probably just stay down now that I have 3 allies out. Why even do anything with them at this point? I mean, really. I mean, let's just do this. Exhaust all 3 of them. And heal 1 off of each. And then... Let's spend 1 to first aid roll them. Spend these to get the sword in for next time I go up. I could probably stay down for the rest of the game, though, because I'll be removing 3 threat a turn. At least stay down for a little bit. The fuck is this? Did I not resolve hers? I don't even... Oh, yeah, I did get... He's the one that got the encounter card for, I think. I don't know. Friend. So then I would have had to kill him. And his sword, I did 4 damage to him. Yeah. I didn't even reveal that. What was I on? Also, she was not first player, so I derped that up. Oh no, she's first player. Just didn't pass the fucking thing on. Well, here we go. Losing my mind a little bit. 4:15 in the morning. About. Nope, I don't want that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Close. Let's play. I wonder if you have the STN trait. Another ally would replay from taking damage. Okay. Somebody just put out a call on our channel to play Marvel Rivals, Marvel Champions. All right. 1, 2. Attacks Rasputin. Rasputin will take it for nothing. This comes back. I heal 2. I have to exhaust this and get rid of a counter. And then schemes for 1. Encounter. Unrevealed. I'll place 1 threat on main scheme. I'll place 1 threat on main scheme. Actually, I can take 2 damage. Let's take this back down. He doesn't have a tough status that he's at risk of losing. All right. I will heal for 3. Actually, take that this time. Everybody plus 2 hit points. I'm going to use all this to get a 3 cost Mama Man. Flip. Exhaust Plasma Sword, deal 3 damage or 2 damage to an enemy. I've actually reduced this cost by 1. I forgot about this when I was in Alter Ego. And kept a team building exercise, then flipped and did all what I did. Phenomenon Man will attack and defeat the bomber. Malevola will she will attack for 2. Game lag. Golem will he's at base stats now. Attack for 2. Invisibitch will remove 2 threats. I'm using obviously the far superior name of hers. And that will end Mecha Man's turn. Rasputin. Also, this is for the retaliate. God, I need to be in mutant form to play this card. Because apparently I'm not a mutant anymore. Gotta love it. Gotta fucking love it. Spend, actually no, let's spend this and this. And then rotate these back around. To force field onto Rhino. I'll then spend. Actually, it is better for me to do it like this. To Cybo attack. Oh yeah, this procs. I would have a new card. I get an encounter card. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. And use nope, stop it. Scimitar to deal 2 more. I will remove threat. I mean, at this point, that's actually hold on. Let me get my deck in here first. Fuck off, X-Gene. When intrude, I will stun Rhino. And then, oops, I may stun or confuse myself, and I'm going to confuse myself. I have steady, so I'm fine. That'll end her turn. I didn't mean to do that. Three cards left. Ready. Flumph. Shadow Cat. Shrewd, huh? One second. All right. Shadow Cat. Colossus. 2 would go to attack Mecha Man. His stun would go to attack me. Force Field blocks it. And then I can give a status card to anybody. So I will actually give myself a stun status. Oh no, it has to be a tough status. So we'll give Mecha Man a tough. Encounter. Charge. He decks out. Bomb Scare's not in play, so this card gains Surge. Ooh. Okay, this is starting to look scary. I'm confused. Oh, shucks. I was not confused before that. I had a confused status. I was not confused. All right. Rasputin. I'm confused as shit. Let me spend. Do I want to? Yeah, let's do this. Just superpower, right? Yeah, since this is more restrictive. Let's intrude. I will stun him again. I will stun myself. I do have 2 confused statuses, so I'm actually confused. Which is crazy, I know. Oh yeah, then this procs. Damn, I was looking for something else. Spend 2 on Psychic Assault. Confuse him. And deal 3 damage. I will then hit him for 2 and push him to the next phase. Bomb or breaking and taken. Yep, we'll look at that right there. Noise. It's 4. So stunned and confused. So I might flip down. 1, 2 for a Cybo attack. I need to reset his hit points to 30. Deal 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will flip. Actually, let me remove. I can't remove threat. I'm actually confused. I'm going to deal 4 damage. Then I'm going to flip. All right. Punch up. Toughness does not count against your ally limit. Hell yeah. He's a small guy. Cool. This. Honestly, finding his allies more valuable than his cards. Phenomama Man for 1, 2, 3. Malevola will use her ability to heal 1 off of Phenomama Man for no real reason. He's got 5 hit points. Oh, he's got toughness. Look at this little dude. Oh, wait, actually, she will heal from Invisigal, because healing him doesn't do much. He's going to die at the same rate. Invisigal will remove 2 threat. Oh, do I want Punch Up to do that? Golem will remove 1 threat. Punch Up will remove 1 threat. I will deal 3 damage. Or excuse me, 2 damage. And then I will deal 2 damage. The wrong way. Wrong way. I will ready Phenomenon and deal 3 damage. He's got 1 more hit point left, which means he is a chump blocker if I ever seen one. Except he has overkill, so he's not chump blocking shit. All right, ready and ready. 5 cards. Sunder. And then 1, 2, 3 decks out. And then 1 more. Blonde Blazer. Hello, Mandy. I kind of wish I gave them last names. All right, 1, 2, 3. Would go to attack. Mecha is stunned. Would go to scheme is confused. Encounter, flip, tough. Yeah, I don't care about that. Have fun. I'm gonna murder the hell out of you. Give him a tough. Slightly more annoying. Rhino attacks you. Phenomenal. Oh, wait, he's got overkill. He's just gonna hit me with my toughness. This discards, and this is still in play. And that will end the villain phase over here. All right, what do we got? What do we got? You know what? Let's get Stinky Water Boy out. He'll heal 1 off of Invisigal. And he'll heal 1 off of Malevola. And then I'm going to choose him to be discarded, and he's going to go and attach himself to the SDN. Another ally would leave play from taking damage. He's not leaving play from taking damage, so that doesn't matter. All right, let's fuck his ass up. 1, 2. Oh, excuse me. 3. 2. He would die, which I think I'm fine with. 2 damage. Actually, hold on. Let me save him. Let's have Invisigal thwart. Punch Up will attack for 1. And now, man, I was actually kind of hoping one of them would go away, but nope. He will attack for 2. That is enough to defeat him. I will attack for 2. I'll flip. I'll reduce the cost of the next ally I play by 1. Play all this. Blonde Blazer. Blonde Blazer will attack for 3. All right, that was pretty simple. I wanted it to be simple because it's 4:30 in the morning. That was a 45-minute game. All right, so let's get all your custom cards out here right now. Get my 2 pence here. of your custom aspects down here. Prism. So first off, your blurry cards. I saw your channel where you were talking about it. Yes, when you upload batch or do a batch upload, whatever you want to call it, it tends to blur up the picture. Another telltale sign that you've done it is, hold on. If you look at the right side here, you can see the next card you are making's stat boxes and stuff just like bleed over a little bit. Like that's either Malevola or Punch Up. I can tell right there. Who do we got here? This is, I can't even tell the color on that. It might be basic. The mental, it might be Sonar next to him. Waterboy, I can tell, was uploaded separately. Phenomenon is misspelled, by the way. He does not have an E before the N, and actually, hold on, excuse me. He doesn't have the O before the E before the N. It's Phenom A Man. Phenomenon. There's another one that I saw that had a. You don't have to capitalize stun or confuse. They stay lowercase. I think the word that you should have is while his hit points are even, or while they're odd. Malevola is missing a period at the end of her first sentence. I'm giving you some of the nitpicky stuff as well in here. Sorry if it's annoying or anything like that, but ooh, who's this on the side? Wild leadership card. What do you have that's a wild leadership card? You missing a card here? Oh, I imagine that would be your Mecha Man ally. Punch Up does not count against your ally limits. Is it against or toward? Oh, yeah, it is count against. So I stand corrected. I wanted to make sure anyways. At the Waterboy under display. Yep, he will kill himself. Fantastic. He'll either heal 2 allies or kill himself. Which I guess the kill himself part is fine if he is attacking somebody with toughness. He acts like a mini Pierce and then he's gone. Golem, this Bruno. My name's Bruno. I thought there was another, maybe the typo wasn't through here. Other than the blurriness of a lot of these cards, I think they're actually really well themed. Phenomenon with his depression from breaking up with Blonde Blazer, Malevola's late game ability to heal allies if they're not at max health, Sonar switching between his 2 forms. Though I would see if I could get a better picture for that. Punch Up, not counting against the ally limit because he's too small. And also him having toughness also makes sense. 2-3 with toughness is pretty strong, but at the same time he only has 1 attack and 1 thwart. Just punch him balls. Waterboy is fine. He just kind of exists. Yeah. Everybody kind of act. Oh, I didn't even look at Flambe. What does he do? Chad. Of course, his name is Chad. It's +1 for each comet counter. Yeah, he's fine. And that does kind of pair up well with his one ability where he just gets stronger the more successful missions he goes on. You don't need the comment there. You can just say after Flambe attacks and defeats an enemy, place one comment counter on him. Onto your other cards. So I want to see something. Before us get into this. I feel like I've seen this before. Also, what is this AI art that is in there? That is a non-existent language that is on his shirt. You know what? I'm not going to judge. I use AI to like get rid of text bubbles. I don't use AI to generate art. I don't know if this is from somebody else who generated art or what, but it's not a language. Also, those aren't Prism sunglasses. What is it's such a like everything is just a little off. I mean the card takes your allies out of it, which is a shame. But it's not an overly bad card. This card's fine. This card's actually extremely valuable for him. Same with this headset. Like how this is clear and stands out so much from the rest of the set right now. This is fine. 2 pulses, so get +1 to your basic powers, and this one is you take 2 damage, get +1 to your basic powers. I mean, I guess that makes sense because the protos are failing. That is thematically great. Does suck that you have to take 2 damage, but it is thematically fine. So these are fine. I mean, what choices are you making? Just between which power? So let's see. Let's pair that up with other. Let's see. So you have an event that is giving +2 to any basic power. This can be free. Skilled Strike gives +2 attack as a aggression aspect, and it is free. Psychic Kicker gives +2 to, I think it's both, right? Well, it gives it to +2 thwart or +2 attack to an ally, and it's free. It also readies them at the same time. This can be free. It really can. Right now, you are hardcore limiting this card's power for some reason. Doesn't even need a max 1 per phase because Skilled Strike doesn't even max 1 per phase. This is a hero card that is limiting itself for no real reason. Get over here, break time. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at with that. This is fine. It's gonna go over here. It's just a nothing burger kind of card. Visigal, I didn't even remember to use her ability at all. Just like in the game, I didn't like that ability. I didn't give a shit about that ability. What do I care about seeing what they are? It doesn't tell me what to send on them. It just tells me what the mission is. Discard does not need to be capitalized. Top card of the encounter deck face up during the player phase. Yeah. I enjoyed her to thwart, and then I kept healing her with Malevola. Because the rest of their cards just look. You might want to balance it a little bit more, because as it stands, she is the only STN character you have that does more than one thwart by base. Like Golem, if you have fewer than 4, can remove 2 threat. Again, though, who would you give thwart to? Malevola. She's a good option. Sonar alternates back and forth. Prism could probably be 2 thwart. Especially considering the fact that she's a 3-cost character who's going to probably hurt herself to stun an enemy. She probably could help with 2 thwart. So Invisigal's, she's not a bad card. I wouldn't say she's great. She's not bad. I don't care about her ability. Ally uses one of their basic powers. This is an extremely powerful card. As it should be, because Blonde Blazer should be the second strongest character behind Phenomenon. I think Phenomenon is actually better. All right. This card. I was just looking at a comparison like 2 seconds ago. Let me... Is it teamwork? No, not teamwork. Teamwork is free. Yeah, I don't know why I'm forgetting what the card is. Actually, isn't it in this deck? Mass Attack. This is the one I was thinking of. All right. You've made this the same cost as Mass Attack, and they kind of do the same thing. Yes, this can be any number, as where this is locked to 3. Is there another one that divides the damage? I think that might be the one with aggression, right? Let me look. I'm trying to make sure I give quality feedback here. Is it as... Like, am I going crazy? Man, I can't remember what the card is. Oh well. I'm not an encyclopedia on cards. I'm just not. So the hero card should always feel better than the aspect cards. You should always feel enticed to play hero cards. You could make this 2 cost. You could tweak the text a little bit, maybe divide it among enemies in play. Because right now it's just this. It's this, but without the 3 character limit. It is mildly better than Mass Attack. And there's room for growth on it. I found no reason to play this. I also don't have a ton of reason to play Mass Attack, even with a lot of allies out. There's a lot better things usually that you can do with them, especially if they have abilities. Royd. Don't alter egos always come before a hero? Both are on the same. I don't know. Compact Arts have hero before alter ego. Interesting. Could have sworn it was the other way around. And then this one has alter ego action before hero action. So, damned if you do, I guess. So the cards I'm looking at, Ejection Protocol has a hero response printed before an alter ego action. And then you go down to Munitions Bunker and War Machines Kit, alter ego action before hero action. Actually, though, in Munitions Bunker's case, hold on, let me double check. Yeah, that's because the alter ego action needs to come up there before, because it is the action that is gathering counters. So it does need to come beforehand. Shopping spree. Anyways, Royd gets +1 to his basic powers until then turn. Exhaust Royd, generate the resources top card of your discard pile. So Royd's not bad. When I had him in my hand, I had something more valuable to me. All in all, like, the deck has, thematically, it feels pretty good. I don't know why the F in fucking is capitalized, but I'm not gonna hit on that. Misspelled dispatcher, by the way. You're missing a T in Actually, is there a T in dispatcher? Yeah, there is a T in dispatcher. Which means you're missing a T there. Let me double check. All of a sudden, I've forgotten how to spell dispatch. Yes, there's a T in dispatch. So you've got typos on Superhero Dispatch Network and Dispatcher. All in all, so this is a struggle card. This is a struggle card. They're really the only two that I'd say are weak. Break time's kind of meh, but it is healing 3 allies, so it's not the worst thing in the world, and it's free. Royd's probably well cost, at a good cost. Blonde Blazer's probably fine. Visgal's probably fine. The SDN's fine and clear. How does this compare to? Yeah, 2 might be a fair cost for that. It probably doesn't need to be 1. It definitely doesn't need to be 3. This is misspelled as well. You had some real problems with the word dispatch. Oh man, there's dispatcher in there. Yeah, You had some problems with the word dispatch. Reduce the resource cost. Yeah. That's kind of where I stand on this. Like everything from here up is good to great. These are not great. They're struggle. I don't see any reason at all to play choices. And this is moderately better than go all out or mass attack, excuse me. Yeah. So other than that, I mean, obviously, as you're well aware, some of the that's not some, most of the images need to be cleaned up. The typos. This is a pretty good deck. I don't know if this is your first deck or anything. Let's look at your crater real quick. You don't even have a crater page for me to look at. At least not that I see. Just have this review request in here. So yeah, that's where I stand with this. With that, I have talked myself from a 48-minute long video into an hour and 6-minute long video. So with that, have a good night / morning / day wherever you are. Stay safe out there. Weather is finally looking like decent weather. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe on my YouTube channel. I'll be posting a link to it in our Discord channel. Feel free to subscribe to my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/theactualjackson, spelled like JAKXIN, like in the top right of my screen. Feel free to, play other user created content on our channel. Going forward, what am I going to be doing? Well, I'm going to probably be playtesting anything that anybody wants me to playtest or anything that's out there on the review channel. I'm done with the cast reviews for this cycle, so I don't feel the need really to play one of those every night. So I'll probably slow down a little bit. I probably won't do 25 streams in 30 days like I just got finished doing. Probably slow down a little bit to more regulated stream schedule. Currently, I am working on. Better not be overwriting. Search. Let's go ahead and give a preview for my project here of Mechanica. Which one is it? I don't know if it's this one or this one. One's old, one's new. Nope, this one's empty, so that's the old one. So, yeah, this is the new one. So I am remaking from the ground up my old Mechanica deck that I made like 4 years ago. So she's already got her 16 card hero set. She's got a bunch of one-offs. Good old scrap on the case. All these things are subject to change because this is pre-alpha still. And two pursuits. And then the big thing that's going to be part of her deck are these. So she gets case cards. These will be probably the hardest thing that I've ever had to balance because they're essentially player side schemes that give strong effects when they're completed. And I'm trying not to step on already pre-existing side schemes, which I don't play a lot of side schemes, so that'll be a thing. She will have 8 of these to start, and then I'll make a 9th when her next issues come out, which is why it's currently 8 out of 9. These are not finished though, because they have cards that'll be linked to them. I still need to do her Nemesis minion and her obligation. Make a new hit point counter. Probably make a new box for her, because this is the old iteration of Mechanica's box. So she's probably a few days off from being in a playable state. And then I'm going to start play testing her against everything. That is what I'm working on. All right. I gave my sign off already. I'm not going to give it again. Stay safe out there. Take it easy.